H wheat, we gardina in Girdagum, Fiat Sininga, Thrim Jeffranen, who da Ethelingas Ellen Fremedin, oft siled seefing Cethena threadum, Mongum meektham, miatos la ofti, exod airless, sidden erist werd, fee seeft funden, ethes froffer jebad, Weox under Walknam, Ward Mindam Tha, Odd Feet him Equal Thara im Satendra, O for Hranraid Hiren Scold, Thomben Jilden, Feet Wees God Signing, Dima for a Wees Ifter Send, Jingen Girdam, Thon God Send, False to Froffer, Firendir Fanjit, the High Air Drugon Alderlease, Lange H. Weil, Him Thes Lefrea, Walders Wieldend, Worlder Forgif. Beowulf Wees Bream Bleed Wide Sprang, Sildas Ephora Sedelendum in, Swa Sealjing Guma Go Juiasian, Fromum Fee Giftum on Feeder Berm, Feet Hein on Ilda F. Juinigen, Wilgesithas, Thonwig Cum, Lead Jellyston, Leftedum Seal, in Meek the Jwer Man Gethian, Him Das Siled Juat to Jeskifwile, Fellar Ferrin Unfreen Ware, High Hein Tha Eatberin to Brimes Ferrod, Swees Jesithas, Swahi Selfabede, Thenden Wordum Wield Wine Sildinga, Leaf Land from a Lanjot, Ther Eat Hide Stod Ringe Stefna, Isigondatfis, Etheling is Fair, Aladdin Tha Leifni Theoden, Biga Britain, on Berm Sipes, Mernby Meist, Therwees Madma Fella, of Fearwegum, Freetwa, Jellyded, Nihudike Simliker Sial Jedgerwin, Hildeweetnam on Hedoweedum, Dillam on Byanum, him on Berm League, Madma Minigo, Tha him mit Skolden, on Floats Eat Fear Juetin, Nallies High Hein Leeson Lacum Teoden, Theodstrionum, Thon Tha Didon, the High Neat from Seeft Ford Onsenden, Ano for Idumbor Wasend, Tha Jit High him Acid in Sedgen Gilden, Heo for He Fod, Letten Home Baran, Gfon on Garsek, him Wees Geomor Cepha, Vernend Mod, Menni Cunnan, Sek into Sod, Celery Dend, Hailed under Heofnum, HWA theme H least on Feng. Da Wees on Bergum Beowulf Sildinga, Leif Lead Signing, Launch Thrage, Falcom Jeffreach Feeder Eller H Werf, Aldor of Eard, Othit him Eft Onwak, He Heofdeen, Huld Fenden Lift, Gamal on Gudriau, Gleet Sildingas, Deem Fewer Baron Ford Gerind, in World Wakan, Weroder Rieswin, Heoragger on Halgatil, Heerdike Theetwees Oneland Siwen, Hedda Silfingas Heels Jabetta, Thawees Frogger Harris Jifen, Wyges Weordmund, Theet him his wine Magas, Jorn Hidden, Odd Theet Seo Geogod Juiox, Magadrit Missile, him on Mod Baron, Theet Heelrest Hatten Wold, Medorn Missile, Men Juisian, Thon Ildo Baron for Jeffranen, On Theron and Naniel Jedilan, Jingum on Dieldum, Swilken Godseelda, Buten Falksker on Firum Gemina, Daik Wide Jeffreen Weork Jebenen, Manager Meegtjen Fisney Middengerd, Falkstead Freetwin, him on Feast Jelump, Eder Midildum, Theet Hit Werdil Giro, Heelerna Meist, Skop him Hiort Namen, See the his words Juild Wide Heeft, He Beat Ni Ali, Bigas Dalda, Sink Eat Simmel, Seal H Lifade, He on Hornjeep, Hedowilma Bad, Laden Liges, Niwis Hit Lenge Thagen, Theet Siek Geet Atham Swiorum, After Whale Nide Weeknin Scold, Da Sieling East Irfodless, Thrage Gethalode, See the Infistrum Bad, Theeti Dogora Jawum Dream Jayed, H. Ludney and Heel, Therwees Hirpen Sweg, Swoodall Sang Scopes, Seed See the Kava, From Seeft Fira Firen Reckon, Seaweed Theet Sielmatiga Erden Wort, W. Light Bjort Ni Wang, Swaweeder Bebuged, Giset Sigerethic Sunnen und Monen, Liaman to Liat Land Buendum, On Jeffrey Twade Folden Cedas, Liamum on Leafum, Lifeet Jessiop, Sinna J. Wilcom Thara de Seawise H. Weafath, Swada Drake Guman Dreamum Lifton, Edaglis Odiden Ongen, Firen for Man Fiend on Hell, We See Grimma Geest Grendel Haten, Mermirk Stoppa See the Morris Heold, Fen on Feaston, Fifelsons Eard, Oneseli were Werdod H. Weil, Sithdenim Sipend for Skryfen Heeft, and Cain Sin, Thon See Wheeln Jurik, Estricton, These the Heable Slog, Ni Jeffy He Ther Feed, AC He Hein Fear Forik, Medod for thy main, Manson Fram, Thanon and Tidrasil Onwaken, Eatinas Ondilf Ondorknias, Swiles Gigantes, Thawid God Wonen, Lange Thrage, He him Deesleen Forgild, Juat da Neosion, Sithden Nit Becom, Heen Huses, who hit Ringdin, after Beorthedge Jebun Heefden, Than Thadaren Ni Ethelinga Jedrit, Sweffen Efter Symbol, Sorge Ni Kudan, One Seeft Wira, Wit Unhalo, Grim on Greedig, Gerosona Wees, Riak Ondrith, Ondon Rees Genum, Thridig Thegna, Thanon F. Juat, Hewed Remig to Ham Ferren, Mid Ther Whaleful Weka Neosin, Dawies on Uten Mid Erdich, Krendels Gudkrieft Guma Mundian, Thawies Efter Wist Wap up Ahafen, Missile Morgensweg, Merthiaden, a Effeling Ergod, unblide seat, Thalo Dridswid, than Sorge Dree, sit than high fees laden last Seawiden, Wergen gasts, wees theet Jewen de strang, lad ond longsome, knees hit langer feest, ACMA net F Jeffremed, Mord Bila mer ond no mirn for, feed on firen, wees to feast on tham, thaw wees eat from the him els hwer, Jerem liquor rees sot, bed efter burum, da him jebik nod wees, Jessig sodless sweodel and tackney, healed ignis heat, pilled hein sitven, for ond feaster see theme fiend eat wand, swa rixod ond wid rik wan, on a wid elam, ogtheed idelstad, huse a sealist, wees coh will missile, 12 wintra tid torn gethalode, wine sildinga wina jewelkni, sidra sorga, fordum secum werd, ilda bernum, undian cod, jidum geomor, theet grendel wan, while wid hrothger, hetten it is weeg, firen on feet fella misera, singale cease, sibni wold, wid mana h1 mejeans deniga, fear bello fearin, feethingian, nether nenig whitena wenin thorft, beorter boat to bonin falmum, acc eglica attend wees, diork descua dugad on geogoth, siamade on sired, sinit hild, mistig moras, men ni conan, wider helrun and wiftum scrithad, swa fella firen a fiend mansons, adol angingia off Jeffremed, Herdra hinda, Hiora irdod, sinkfij sel swerdum nitum, no he thone gifstel gretten most, maftum for meadowed, ni his mine wis, theet wees reek missile wine sildinga, modes brekta, monigoff jessit, rice to rune, riditeden, wheat swidfordum sealist wear, wid fergerum to Jeffreman, willum high jehetin eat hert trafum, wigwi orthunga, wordum beat on, theet him gaspona geo said Jeffremed, wid theod throme, swilk wees thew hyra, heathenra hit, helgemunden, in modsefin, medod high ni cuthon, dida demand, ni wisten high drayton god, ni high hero hilfna helm hirian ni cuthon, welders waldend, wabid theme de seal, thur slidney nid sol bescufen, in fires feethum, froffer ni wenin, wit juenden, well bid theme the mot, after dead each dritten sessian, on to feeder feethmum friodo wilnian, swada mailser maga healthdeens, singala seed, ni mit snoder hailed, ween on wenden, wees theet juen de swide, laugh ond longsome, the undalib become, nidraku nithgrim, nitbila meist, theet fram ham Jeffreen hijlaces then, God mid jedum, grendels dita, seawees monsens mejean strengest, on theme deej this is life's, a ethel on isen, had him idleden, dodni jedgerwin, seaweed, who gut signing, ofer swanrate sessian wold, Maren theoden, thaw him wees mana thirf, dun sid feet him snoder seorless, lithwan logon, thee him leaf wear, wetten hydrophni, hail seawedden, heaf see go to jeta leada, sempen gekoron thar the he senast, find and mit, ex viene sum, sundwudu sot, sec wisade, laga krieftig mon, langmiaku, feest ford juat, float a wheeze on idum, that under Beorge, Beornus Girwi, on Stefan Stigon, streamas Wunden, Sundwid Sand, Secus Baron, on Berm Nakan Beort Freetwi, Thud Siro Gitalik, Gumanut Skufon, Whereas on Wilsid, Wudu Bunden, Juat Thao for Weekhome, Wind Jeffeist, Floda Famiheels Fuggle Jellicost, Odd Theed Imanted Authors Dogors, Wunden Stefna Juat and Heeft, Theet Dalidend Land Jessowin, Brinklefu Blicken, Beorgus Steep, Side Sinises, Thawis Sundleiden, Ealitseed End, Thanona Parade, Wedder Lead on Wang Stigon, Siwudu Sailden Circane Trisadin, Gudjuido, Goat Thansadin, Thes the Hemith Ladied Worden, Thaw of Wheel Jesse Werd Sildinga, See the Honklefu Healden Scold, Barano for Balkan Beort Randas, Fid Suru Fuslaku, Hein Firwit Breek, the Chigdom, Wheat Thaw Man Whereon, Jua him Thaw to Warod Wicht Ridden, Thenrod Gers, Thrimum Seawait, Mejan Wudu Mundum, Methylwordum Freen, Wheat Sinden G Siro He Bendra, Bayanum Werda, the thus Bruntni Sial, Ofer Lagastreet Leiden Seawaman, Hyder Ofer Homas, Louise, and Decida, Egward Hild, the unland Dina Ladra Ninig, mid Sifford set the knee meat, no her Cudlicker Cuman Ongunin, Lindy Bend, ni G Leafnesord, Gudfermendra Girwi ni Wissen, Maga Gemadu, Neferike Marin Jesse, Airla Ofer Earth and Don is Yower Sum, Sek Gon Sirwum, Nistheet Selguma, Weepnum Juiordad, Nifni him his W Light Liege, in Lick Anson, Nuike Eower Seal, Frumson Witten, G for Heonen, Lisiwaras, Unland Dina, Further Ferren, Nu G Febuend, Merilidend, Min Jayrad, Anfield ni Gethot, Offostis Sealist, to Gesiden H1 and Eorsim Sinden, him see Ildista ons Warod, Werods Wisa, Wordhord Onleek, we Sint Gumsons Jeta Lead, ond Hijlaces Hjorgnidas, wees men feeder Falcum Gesseth, a Ethel Ordfrima Ecthio Haten, Jebad winter worn, ere he unweg Hwerf. Dam all of Geardam, hein Geary Gemin. White na welwilk wide Gendairthin. We thar holdni hige Lofford thin. Sunu Heelfdeens, Sessian Siwaman. Liege Beagian, West Thurus Laren a god. Habad we to theme Marin missile errand. Deniga freen, ni seal Therdian sum. Wesson, these I queen. Thurwas jif hidis. Swa we softless seckin hirden. Theet mid sildingam Sidona ike nad Wilk. Diogol didhada diorcum nitum. Eud thur eggs and uncudni nid. Hindu ond hrafil. Ike thes frogger meeg. Thur rumni seffen reed jellerin. Who he fraud on god fiendo forswideth. Jif him edwenden efer scold. Beelua by sieg, bodeft cumin. Und tha sirwilmus culrin wordeth. Oddus siften ear fonthridge. Threnid thalad, thenden fair one ed. On he stead husa sealist. Werd mathalode, dare on which seat. Amade on fort, eguither seal. Sirp silwig a jeskad witten. Worda ond worka, see the weldenst. Ike theet jair, theet this is hold weorod. Freen sildinga, Jewitath ford baran. Weepen on Jewidu, Ike eow wisige. Swiles Ike magathignas mine hate. Wid fienda jaywen flotten eowern. Neuter widni nacken on sand. Aram hielden, oftedeft byard. Ofer lagestreamas leafni mannen. Wudu wundenhels to Wettermeers. God fermendrus swilcum jifeth bid. Theet thone hilderies hal jedijged. Jewit in him thaw ferren. Float is still bad. Siamod on sail sidfethum sip. On anchor feast. Eaforlic sionen. Ofer h leaberin jerod in gold. Fa ond fearherd, furward heold. Guthmod grimmen, human wanton. Sigon eatsomni, oththeet high sail timbred. Gitalic on goldfa, onit in mitten. Theet wees formerast fold buendum. Resetta under rodrum, on theme sea recabad. Lix sea lima ofer landa fella. Him tha hildedir hof medigra. Tort gediet, theet high him to mitten. Jegnum gangan, gudbjorna sum. Wick juend, word after seaweed. Male is me deferren, feeder allwalda. Mid our staffa miawik jehilda. Sida jesund, Ike to sae will. Wid rad werad werd hielden. Street we stanfa, stig wisod. Dumum et gadir, gudbian scan. Herd hondlosen, ringiron sir. Song in sirwum, tha hide seal furdum. In hyra gryra jitwum gangan siwaman. Setten seemeth side sildas. Rondas ridden herd, with these receipts wheel. Bugon thought of bents. Bayan and hringden. Gud siro gumina, garas stadon. Simana siro, samadit gidir. At eschalt eufen grieg, we see iron threat. Weepnum giwerthad. Tha dare w long hailed. Or at mechas efter ethelum freen. Wan on ferijed g feet sildas. Grieg sircan on grimhelmas. Harasif to heap. Ike eam hrodgers. Ar ond ombict. Ni si Ike eltheodige. Thus manige men modig likrin.